The Georgemason Nation, the biggest catfishes of all time. We've now grown to over 475,000 members. And we now have merch. If you want to show your support for the Georgemason Nation and help me buy some Balenciagas, make sure you check out the shop in the description or go to georgemasonstore.com. We have t-shirts, we have hoodies, and become an official member of the Georgemason Nation. So we finally have merch after people asking for months. But am I just going to give you guys merch? No. First, I'm going to annoy you. My followers have told me that they can't be tricked anymore, that I've lost their trust and it'll be impossible to trick them again. But as the biggest catfish of 2019, I have a plan. The other week I was on YouTube and I came across this video of this guy who triggered his Minecraft stream for fun. Now that seems something that I could do because I don't think the Georgemason Nation has been through enough. So over the next week, I'm going to purposely try and trigger my Instagram followers without them even noticing. AKA, I'm going to see how many followers I can lose in a week. So I did my research, I found out what the most triggering things in the world were, and it was time for step one. Okay, so to start this off, we're going to do something that's very controversial. Not in a bad way, but people are very passionate about this subject. What goes first, the milk or the cereal? The cereal always goes first. Who puts the milk in first? I'm not going to make this obvious going, guys, I put the milk in my bowl first. Haha, look at me. Because then it just looks like I'm looking for attention, which I am, but we're going to do it a little bit more subtly. So I set up, I got the milk, I got the cereal.
I don't know how much to put because, like, you can't tell.
And that's why no one should put the milk before the cereal. I then filmed my first Instagram story. Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a good week. It's the start of the week. Let's make it a good one.
I'm making myself some cereal right now. Let's go. This week is gonna be a good one. We got it.
And so our first bit of bait was set.
Share. And now we wait for the triggered viewers.
So I sat down to eat my cereal, and literally within a minute, we had a load of replies.
So the first one, of course, just says fake. We've got another one from Monique. Who puts the milk before their cereal? I didn't think this many people would notice already. I hope you know I'm very tempted to punch you. Don't put the milk before the cereal. People don't like it. Crassy said, have a wonderful day, George. Smile often and be happy in general. You deserve it. Crassy, thank you. So do you. Well, we've got Crassy telling me to have a nice day because I deserve it. And then we've got Jessica saying she's tempted to punch me. My DMs are wild. This was supposed to be an easy start. I didn't think people would care that much about my cereal, but apparently not.
So I carried on looking through the messages, laughing at all the triggered people, until I saw one.
Am I this predictable? Nina has literally just DM'd me the video title. New video, I trigger my fans for a whole week. The Georgemason Nation are too smart. Even I'm struggling to catfish them.
And so I left it a few hours and the amount of triggered people was crazy. We had 272 replies to the story. Considering my last story literally had 10 replies, I think it shows a lot of people were triggered.
Even my manager messaged me saying, is this clickbait or do you put the milk in the bowl first? Haha. Everyone gets triggered by this.
Now after seeing this message from my manager, I also saw a previous message that he sent me a few weeks before.
A while ago I put in my story that my dad's gone on holiday and he took his AirPods. And I don't have AirPods, so I was sad. I had to go back to Wise. And my manager messaged me saying he forgot to tell me, but he actually bought me AirPods for my birthday. But he said he's going to give them to me next time I see him, and I haven't seen him yet. So I'm thinking, I go and see him. But this would be such a good way to trick my viewers because they all know I don't have AirPods. Well, I mean, they think I don't have AirPods. Technically, I do.
So I messaged my manager, arranged a meeting, and I was on my way. I left my house and I ran. I could smell the AirPods. I could almost taste them. I waited on the train, listening with my Wise for one last time. I met my manager, he gave me my present, and we had them. I now own AirPods. Mum, I've officially made it. Try and call me broke now. I instantly had to open them, and yeah, I almost instantly broke them too. But I didn't, I put them in, and I was now flexing. But it wasn't time to flex, it was time to trigger. So I took a quick Instagram story showing off my AirPods, but the response wasn't great. Everyone was just saying they weren't mine, they were my dad's. Apart from Blue Glasses, who just said traitor.
I'm sorry, Wise. I had to join the other side.
But this wasn't triggered enough. I wanted more.
So my idea behind this is I'm going to take a photo of myself with my AirPods in, but I'm going to Photoshop the photo so me in the mirror doesn't have AirPods in, but me in the photo does have AirPods in. Hopefully they think I Photoshopped the AirPods in, not Photoshop them out. But that's the plan.
So I set up my phone, took some photos of myself with the AirPods in, and then took exactly the same photos with the AirPods out. I then went onto Photoshop and swapped the reflections of the photos. So I now had AirPods in, but my reflection didn't.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a carousel where you've got the two photos.
So I cut the mirror out of the first photo and kept it in the second. So at first glance, it wasn't completely noticeable.
Swipe across to see my reaction when someone tries to speak broke to me. Share. The Photoshop skills on the second. Yeah, someone noticed. This pic might actually be real. Amelia, little do you know, it's not. Don't put trust in me like that. So it's been 2 hours, we've got 600 comments, which
which is quite a lot. Top comment, haters will say it's Photoshop. The haters would be right. Wires have left the chat. Another comment from Nazif, look at the mirror. Ethan commented, your AirPods are vampires, question mark. Yes, that's exactly why they're not there in the mirror. You're broke, as mirrors can't even reflect the AirPods. I was like, okay, they look real. Then I saw the second pic. You need to get a girlfriend ASAP. 11 likes. I can't even argue with that. I really do. I'm gonna have to step up the game, and I think the only place we can go from here is use my secret weapon. The thing that started my career as the biggest catfish of 2019, faking my holiday. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go on holiday and make it look fake to try and trigger my followers. Because let's be honest, if I went on holiday as it is, no one would believe me. So if I make it look fake, surely people are gonna get triggered. So I packed my bag, I did a quick story explaining I was going on holiday, and instantly people were asking questions. I'm so excited for the new video, fake holiday prank on my followers. Have fun lying. This is another vid, faker. If this is fake, I'll delete your Fortnite account. What? So I went to bed, got up at 6 AM, and we headed straight for the airport. We got inside and it was time to trigger. The first step in our fake real holiday was to put a story that I was at the airport, but I didn't actually want to prove to them I was at the airport. I wanted you to think it was fake. So I borrowed my friend Daniel's phone, which is an Android, which obviously has a different camera to iPhone. Took a quick photo, sent it to myself, and put it on my story. And as you can imagine, people could tell the quality wasn't quite up to iPhone standards. And it was clear to say people were getting triggered. It's fake. Photoshop. This is so exciting. I feel completely lied to, and it's great because now I'm pretty sure I'm being catfished. I feel like I'm seriously part of the Georgemason Nation. And you can also feel like part of the Georgemason Nation with Georgemason Nation merch. Go over to georgemasonstore.com, grab yourself some merch to become an official member of the Georgemason Nation. And if you buy within the first 72 hours, use the code George15 and you'll get 15% off your order. We then got on the plane and I had the best seat in the house. What a lovely view. This was all I could see for 4.5 hours. But 4.5 hours later, we arrived. I had officially gone on holiday for real. I didn't fake it for once. It was time to trigger people. We got to the hotel, I picked up my iPad, we headed to the shop to rent some vehicles, we got 2 quad bikes and a buggy, and we went straight to the beach. I got the iPad out, took a photo on the iPad, again because it has a different quality to an iPhone or an Android phone, but I sent it to my phone and posted it on my story. After that, we went to the next location. As you can see, it was extremely windy. It's very windy, but I'm gonna get a story of me now, just here talking, showing the view. So my plan was to film a video of me talking, but to make it sound like I wasn't actually there. So I decided to cut my hands around the mic to block off any wind, and then spoke into the mic whilst I was showing the view. And even though it's real, it sounds so fake. Guys, look at this view. A lot of you are saying this holiday isn't real, but it is clearly real. All right, there's a beach right there. What a view. Oh, and I also had these 2 Snapchat stickers, so it looked like I stole this off Snapchat Maps. So once again, I posted it on my story, and everything was going great. That was until this happened. My leg. I burnt it. I burnt it on the exhaust. Yeah, remember that really cool buggy we got? Yeah, this one. On the back of the buggy, there was this storage box. So I went to get my stuff out of it, and whilst I was doing that, I decided to put my knee on the exhaust pipe. As you can see, it didn't end well. I ended up having to hobble to the hospital, where she told me this.
Now we become a ballistic.
Oh no. Yeah, that wasn't what I wanted to hear. But I couldn't forget what we were here for. I got bandaged up and went back to the hotel and decided to see how many people I'd triggered. Still not buying it. Fake, 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 fake. You think we believe that? So as you can see, you guys were very triggered. Despite my injury, the stories worked. And even my friends got triggered by this. Faking a holiday? Not convinced, you know. Yeah. Defo does look fake. Fake! This is so fake. Oh, and I also uploaded this photo, which looks really real because it is real. But it kind of contrasts with the story, so it kind of confused everyone a little bit. But we done what we needed to do in Cyprus, so it was time to leave. I packed my bag and we left. And before I knew it, I was home. Alright, so we're now back. It's like I never even left, apart from this massive burn mark on my knee. So I think it's fair to say we've triggered a lot of people with this video. But now it's time for the last step. We've triggered viewers on my story. We've triggered them on main posts. But now I'm going to trigger them live. So I did a quick story asking my followers what they find triggering so that I could do them. I'm literally asking them what their weakness is and then using it against them. We're definitely going to lose more followers after this. And to be honest, I don't really know why I asked you guys because 90% of you said me. However, there are a few on here that are definitely usable. However, I'm not just going to trigger you guys. That's a bit boring. I'm going to try and turn this into a game of bingo. Yes, bingo. So I created the bingo card and filled it in. So what we've got to do is we've got to try and get a row of 3 or a column of 4. Now these are things that I need to get you guys to say on my live stream to me. So I need to trigger you enough to say these things. So here is our bingo grid. So we've got stop, ew, I hate you, Bro, fake. Why are you doing that? I'm gonna unfollow. You're annoying. Gross. Disgusting. Triggered. This is for a video. So I need to get you guys to say some of these words by triggering you. And I think I can do it. I set my whiteboard up where I can see it. I've got a few things here that should help me trigger people. But to start off with, we're just gonna start with something simple. My AirPods. But wait, these aren't actual AirPods. These are the DIY AirPods I made out of wires. I literally just cut them. So hopefully people notice that and then they call me broke because that's one of the words I need to get you to say. You can kind of tell, you can tell they're fake, which is good. We want to trigger people. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go live. Okay. Hello, is anyone there? We've got 240 people here. Hello everyone that's joining right now. Bear with me because I'm kind of hot right now. So I'm gonna eat nicely, okay? If that's okay with you, do a dab. No, sorry, I'm not doing a dab. So after we got that cleared up, it was time to trigger. So yeah, I hope you guys are all well. I'm doing well. What are you eating? This is an ice lolly. Who likes ice lollies, guys? Because they're fake. My ice lolly's not fake. You know that George is broke. Already 2 out of 3. All we needed was one more. So I went hard at the ice lolly. Why are you biting an ice lolly? We got bingo. It was hard to keep track, but at this point I realized we'd got 3 in a row. So I thought I'd just have some fun, triggering you even more. Stay hydrated. You know what? I'm gonna stay hydrated. Oh, that was... Sorry guys, that was just some really tasty water. Fake water, this is real water. I'll show you, look. So before I lost all my followers, I thought I'd end the live stream, but not before letting them know one thing. I just want to say one more thing. Bingo. Bye. Bingo! I did it. It worked once again. They said it wasn't possible. They said I couldn't trick my followers again, but I did. Live. I have got a massive brain freeze right now because I literally just chewed up an ice lolly. But it was worth it. The biggest catfish of 2019 strikes again. Consider yourself catfish. And so guys, that was my week triggering you guys on Instagram. Once again, the merch is now out. And if you've watched this far, you're going to get a 15% discount code. So the discount code for the merch is George15. Put that in at checkout and you get 15% off your order. But yeah guys, I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you smash the like button. Comment down below if the comments aren't disabled. Yeah guys, it's been Georgemasontv. If you have enjoyed, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. It's been Georgemason over and out. Boom.